Welcome to Graven.
Sinners
This is a game about
sinning,
no.
because thou shalt not create any graven images.
There does seem to be some sort of like biblical-ish overtone, and there's a story.
Sure.
There's a story here that I can't quite recall. Something about like your wife or your daughter died or something like that, and then you died trying to protect them. You were a priest.
A god of war.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so basically, like it comes up, and you seem to be dead. It'll all reveal itself in time.
I'm sure it will, and we might talk over it, but who gives a shit?
He's a priest that's a father to an adopted daughter. It matters.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure
People
does.
care about these things. People
I'm
want
sure
to
they
know
do.
what the game is.
Well, yeah.
It's not even out yet. It's in the early access.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of it until now.
Exactly, because it's in the early access.
Graven is my favorite Spider-Man villain.
That is Graven the Cunter.
Graven the Cunter.
Yeah.
They cast him.
And from what I saw on Twitter, people were confused by the decision.
It's the dead Quicksilver, not the living Quicksilver. It's the dead one.
Which is this the one that showed up in the WandaVision?
No, actually, see, they're doing a weird convergent retconning of the universes thing right now.
Okay.
Like, Pietro's still alive, but it's the different Pietro, because that's the one, I haven't seen WandaVision, but I think it's the one...
That's Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so he wasn't...
See, I actually know all of this, I'm just feigning that I don't, because it's funnier that way.
He's not the one who died in Age of Ultron.
Right.
You know...
The thing
full
is,
of
though,
fucking bullets.
the thing is that
So
no
wanted to
one
reset the universe.
remembers Age of Ultron because it was terrible.
See, I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Ultron deserved 2 movies.
He very well, you know what else he deserved? To not be voiced by James Spader.
I like James Spader.
I like James Spader a lot too, but he is just doing James Spader. He's
Yeah.
not doing a robot.
Yeah.
He's just James Spader.
That's what's so great. He's so
Well,
he's so
I'd
great
watch
in his
those
delivery.
episodes of The Office or The Blacklist if that's
Yeah.
what I wanted, though.
Yeah, sure.
The
Oh,
Blacklist
is
was a
fantastic.
good show.
It was a good show.
I hear it may still be on.
I think they're like...
No, that was the one that it did that weird thing because its season wasn't over when the COVID
When
shutdown
COVID hit,
happened, so its
yeah.
finale was like half animated
Yeah.
and like unfinished scenes and stuff.
I have to catch up and watch that.
I don't know if I'd want to watch that. That sounds terrible.
I don't know. It might be good. You know, they're breaking ground.
So it starts you off on this boat, and there's the old man, and
It's Easy Pete.
he's basically like the ferryman of the River Styx. This is that metaphor.
Sure.
And he's taking you to a place that's filled with like people that have been diseased, and it looks like there's monsters and zombies all over the place.
Okay.
And you are a priest.
And you have to we're going to sanctify this place. Or
Something like
something.
that, yeah.
So you're dead, and you're going to clear a taint from the world of the dead? Land of
Well,
the dead?
it's important to keep your tank clear no matter what.
Of course, yeah.
Otherwise, that's how you get infarctions. And infections.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to have an infarction.
Not in your tank.
Not in your taint.
I enjoy this game.
Okay.
On its one of its information pages, it's compared to a spiritual successor to Hexen,
I liked Hexen.
and Hexen is one of my favorite games.
Did you ever play Heretic?
I did play. I played Heretic. I played Hexen, and I played Hexen 2 Beyond Heretic. Or no, is it called Hexen Beyond Heretic and then Hexen 2? Is that how it goes?
I think that is it, yeah.
Yeah. Hexen Beyond Heretic and then Hexen 2. Hexen 2 is kind of garbage.
Oh, sure.
I did not enjoy it near as much as I enjoyed the first one.
Right.
But then again, I also did not enjoy Heretic as much as I enjoyed Hexen. So it's kind of like a Dark Souls-y situation.
Heretic is the very first game I played on a PC.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
interesting. Because
Yeah.
I consider, like, when I say a Dark Souls-y thing, like, I consider Heretic to be more like Demon Souls, and to, like, Hexen, which is the Dark Souls. Like, it's the actual big open world game that
Okay,
that lets
sure.
you do anything and solve your puzzles, because Heretic was still very much in like the Doom
Yeah, it very much was.
where it's just like get to the end of the level.
Yep.
And Hexen, like the thing about Hexen is it's very much this like you have a hub world, and then you have 5 or 6 other worlds, but they all interact with each other, and
you gotta figure out
and
how.
fucking figure out what switch you just flipped to 20 miles away
Oh,
does.
fucking fuck.
Have you bumped up against all the walls enough yet? And I love games like that for whatever reason. And so this has a good bit of the Hexen and the Dark Soulsy style of like the world twists and interacts on itself like horizontally and vertically, and you'll open a door and you'll be like, oh fuck, I'm back here again.
Okay.
And I really, really like that. And in just a second, I'll show you what else the I'm supposed to be dead. Where is she? What happened to my daughter? Whose voice was that? How can I earn my peace? And so on forth.
Yeah, sure, okay.
All right, but in just a second, you'll see the second reason why I love this game so much. It's the best thing. They could have done anything that they wanted, and instead they did this. And that's that they let you break fucking everything.
Yes!
And sometimes there's coins in it, sometimes there's potions, sometimes
Wonderful.
there's mana stuff.
Excellent.
But
Can't kill this bird.
so this bird is like, do you know the bird in Valheim that like follows you around?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where like every time you enter a new area, you got a kick too.
Oh, nice.
Smash.
Nice.
And every time you go to a new area, like the bird is the little. When a bird appears on a post, that's your indication that there's a save point there.
Okay.
Red barrels.
They look explodey. And they are explodey.
They sure as shit are.
And you fucking died.
Yeah. Well, I hit red barrels.
You sure did.
See, I should have known better. But the beauty is that it always like saves your progress, and you pop back up right there.
Okay.
And so like I didn't lose anything. I'm still going.
Yeah, but the world is still changed.
Yeah, the
from
world
here.
has been changed from my actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Also, you can do that to dead bodies.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yep.
This is great.
I was trying to take his box from him.
Yeah.
Just bash it.
And now, can you?
You
You just
suck
gonna
it.
murder him now? You're just gonna
No,
let
no,
him
you
go?
can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't kill the friendly NPCs. It doesn't.
You can
look
just
like.
fuck up their day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, that's cool.
So here, I just kind of go on a box killing spree
Yeah,
for a minute.
sure,
you know?
yeah.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, absolutely. No, seriously. You should not have given me this much power.
Yeah. And there's other stuff that'll come up later, but
That it smells fucking terrible.
it's all those fish.
Yeah.
And I like his stick. It's a neat looking.
It's a
stick.
good staff. Does it do anything besides bash? Or is it just for bashing?
No, it's
right
just
now?
for bashing. That's like that's your melee weapon.
That's your shillelagh?
Yeah, that's your crowbar. It's your
Because it looks like
your
a wizard's
crescent wrench. If
staff.
this was Bioshock, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's your priest staff. You're a priest.
Oh, priest. Yeah,
You see,
sure.
right now you're a character who thinks that like that type of arcane magic is evil and it's forbidden.
Okay, so you just carry it
you
around
will
a
very
cudgel.
quickly like move past that, but
Sure.
And I'm fairly certain that was like black powder or something.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure why I exploded there, but there was like that little black mound. So, and this is me just like figuring out, you know,
sure.
what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
also just very happy that I can smash all
Hit
this stuff.
stuff until stuff happens.
Yeah.
I get it. It's fine.
It's a fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
It's a good approach.
So, speaking of smashing stuff until things happen, how'd you like No Man's Sky?
Oh, you know, it's
I bought No Man's
collecting
Sky.
resources and crafting them into stuff.
Yeah, but
and
you
a series
can
of-
also build bases.
Yeah, you can-
can't do that in all those crafting survival-y games. Wait,
Yeah,
no, you can.
you can.
You know, but you can get in a starship and fly to a
You
different
can't
planet.
do that in Conan Exiles.
No, you can't do that. Well, you can do that in Subnautica, but only once and only at the very end, because
You
that's the point of the
You
game.
can't do that in Valheim.
Not without mods. I'm sure that at this point somebody has modded a spaceship into Valheim.
Oh, I'm sure.
They put the Titanic in there.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
the fucking Titanic?
Well, not the Titanic.
Oh,
The
like-
Titanic is at the bottom of the ocean, but
Yeah.
a replica of it in the video game.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it look?
You can't put a real ship in a video game, dumbass. God.
No, I mean,
You're
is
so ignorant.
Is it textured like the actual fucking Titanic, or does it have the original game textures on its structure?
I believe the secondary.
Okay.
Anyway, now we have fire magic.
It's more like an homage to the Titanic than the actual Titanic.
Well, you're the one who assumed it was.
Shut your fucking ass, Chris. You know what I meant.
Those guys had flies all over them. Look, he's got flies on their
They're
dead
dead.
body. Yeah. That's a metal crate. Can't bash those open.
No, apparently. Oh, can you?
You can bash the people. Though.
Yeah, you can bash them open all fucking day like goddamn pinatas. Do you get like a stronger cudgel to smash metal shit open?
You get other weapons.
Okay.
I do think that the smashing shit open is like just the wooden things.
Okay.
But every now and then there's like those urns, you can smash those open, and other things which will make themselves apparent as the playthrough goes on.
Who's this street urchin?
He's a Zombo.
Oh, he's a Zombo.
We're in the
We're in the Zombolio district.
I forget what it was called. It just came up on the screen. But this is the there it is.
The
Lice
Slough.
Slough.
Slew.
It's like that place in the British office.
Nice spell.
Yeah, so the fire doesn't really seem to kill them. It just like makes them weaker.
Okay. It slows them down and
so
shit.
for the most part, I just kind of use the stick.
Yeah, the cudgel seems to be working.
Well, it's important that your fire uses mana, and so you want to conserve that for when you need it.
Sure.
You can light all these torches. I don't know what happens if you light them all. I've been trying to light them as I come across them. I have not seen.
You're hoping for some kind of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Well, if a game should not let you light torches
unless there's like a puzzle.
Unless lighting all of the torches gives you a benefit.
Gives you a thing. Yeah.
This is a big problem I had in Dark Souls 2, where Dark Souls 2 was actually filled with torches, and it's like on purpose because before the game. Like,
and then you light all the torches and fuck all happens because fuck you, it's Dark Souls.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The reason that there were so many torches is that the game was supposed to be a lot darker than it actually launched as.
Even Darker Souls?
Well, they fucked with like the brightness and stuff before it came out, and so it was.
Who wants to fucking play Bright Souls?
I assume all those people that kept saying that From Software should initiate an easy mode.
Oh, I see.
Money. Money is important later. I know why. I have not gotten to the point where
money can be used to buy goods and services.
I mean, I know why money is important. And the goods and services in this game is weapon upgrades.
Okay, great, yeah.
But I have not figured out exactly. There's a thing that you have to do before you can get weapon upgrades, and I haven't figured that out yet.
For sure.
But right now we're just lighting torches.
Lighting torches?
Yeah.
Are you sure you got them all?
No.
Oh.
We're not nearly done with this area. There's a lot of more stuff coming.
Okay, fine.
Like that dead guy.
Yeah, that dead guy, he's dead.
He's dead now.
He's ultra dead.
He was dead before.
Yeah, and now he's
deader.
He's so much more dead.
Dead souls.
Those people are not dead.
Anyway.
Do not open, dead inside.
So, yeah, No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it. Honestly, I do have...
I'm sure it's very fun to play. Like, I was kind of tuning in and out watching you play it.
That's fair. When someone's building and crafting and stuff like that, it's not the most exciting gameplay to watch.
Not entirely, no.
Well, that was the same reason why I didn't go ahead and, like, you know, I feel like Fallout's going to do the same thing, where...
A lot of that, yeah.
A lot of the fun in a Fallout game is just kind of like walking around and looking through your inventory and, you know...
I like the exploration aspect of it. Seems to be my favorite part. I'll dabble in some crafting. I'm very proud of my base. So, you get to see my base.
I'm excited about seeing your base.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice base.
It's
not the nicest base, but it does what I need.
That's not something we'll be able to see right now, right? You'd have to go home.
Yeah,
and
I'd have to go home and then.
I couldn't just like go to your base in my game without you being there.
Nah.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't let you do that.
You can't,
At least I don't think so.
How much, like, fucking with someone else's stuff does the game let you do? I'm asking for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Like, if someone wanted to come in and steal everything and blow everything up, like, I'm not saying that that's something I would want to do.
Sure.
But, like, if someone's going to do it to me, I want to know.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Well, you could launch a nuke at it.
Well, don't we need other players for that, though?
Yeah. You need to, like, get a code. I think you can get a code by yourself. I haven't done it yet. I've only found sporadic parts of a code, and by the time I find the second number of a code, the entire fucking thing is expired.
Oh, because you have to do it within a certain time limit?
Yeah.
Have you ever been nuked?
No.
Have you ever seen a nuke go off?
I've seen several nukes go off. Certain sections of the map are very popular
Okay.
for nuking because certain stuff spawns in the crater.
When the game download finishes here in a little bit, you'll need to tell me what sections those are so I can not put my base
you can
there.
not put your base there. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, corners seem to be popular.
Corners of the map.
Corners of the map.
That's fair.
Specifically, the lower right-hand corner of.
Is that where like all the coolest stuff is? Is that where like the high level enemies are?
Yeah,
and
you
shit?
get like big ass scorch beasts, which are like
I'll show you a big ass scorch.
big
beast.
ass bats who fucking fly around and screech.
So look here, we're solving a puzzle.
Yeah, solve it.
This took me a little bit to figure out.
Blowing up a body wall.
Well, the thing is that according to my journal, I was asked by one of the guards to do this. To like clear out the dead bodies in the caverns underneath the city.
Okay, sure.
But I wasn't. Like I just went down here first.
Okay.
And so I'm like I'm in the middle of a quest that I wasn't assigned.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was a little confusing. Probably something they may want to like, tweak on the early access thing. Like make sure you have either. And there's a lot of ways you can do that. You can make it to where you can't get into this area until you talk to a certain person. You can do it to where, like, you could accidentally come down here early and then maybe, like, the interaction for blowing the bodies up isn't there. Or maybe it is there and you can still let people do it, but it won't tell you
like,
you're in the middle of a quest.
You blew up that pile of bodies. Oh, thanks. Now do these others.
Yeah, exactly. But it shouldn't say that then. Like, that's not something that should pop up until you go back to where the guard is. Mm-hmm. And then he's just like, oh, I was going to ask you to go do this, but I hear you already did that. Great forward thinking. Here's 10 gold points. And he gives, like, a little stamp on your head, like your link in the bank. In Majora's Mask.
Sure, yeah. Stamp of approval.
Well, stamps are the best way to keep track of any type of thing, whether it's how much money you owe or like what club you were at last night.
Yeah, one of those embossed deals that notaries use.
That and making sure that it looks well under a black light is really important.
A lot of fraud happening. Check yourselves. Like, make sure your shit's on lockdown. Switch up your passwords.
Now's the best time to do that as possible with E3 coming up again.
Delete your cookies.
Always delete your cookies.
Don't do that. Do those fucking things on the social media where they're like, your porn name is the street you grew up on, plus your mother's maiden name and the last 4 of your social.
I don't think anybody's porn name has the last 4 of their social in it. Out of all businesses, I feel like pornography would be really careful about that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine, like, in the distant future, porn clone 6527?
Is that the last 4 of your social?
No, it's not. I just
are you
I
sure?
pulled 4 numbers out of my ass.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
6527, you say?
Yeah. Writing that down, are we?
Yeah, sorry. No, we're here. We're good. All right, let's put this notebook away.
Yeah.
So, right now, in Graven, like I said earlier, it's in early access, and on the Steam reviews, there was some stuff, and I don't know, like, it hasn't been on early access for that long.
They're mad about the torches, too.
At the Steam reviews, they were saying stuff like, oh, there's really not that much content right now. And honestly, like, from how much I've played, I kind of beg to differ.
Yeah.
From what I read, I kept expecting it to, like, be over once I did this bit.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. And, like, I don't know. All the things I want to say about it will be spoiling stuff that's going to happen soon. So, instead of that, Eric, what are you looking forward to at E3? It's that time of year again.
Man, I don't even...
As mentioned before.
I haven't even heard anything teased or, like, I don't even know
that's
what
good.
I'm supposed to be looking forward to.
There have been a couple of things that leaked. You haven't seen any of those?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, none of those things are games that you find immensely interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I'm very selective about the kind of content I follow and look at online.
What kind of content do you follow and look at online that you're so selective about?
It's mostly just news, and sometimes it's gaming stuff, and sometimes it's
porn.
Sometimes it's porn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Well, you don't need to follow porn.
I don't follow porn.
You said the stuff I follow online. You follow pornography. You follow porn stars around. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it's not fine.
No.
It's creepy. But it's fine that you can admit it.
I am.
Because it's the first step.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a pornosaur or anything.
Yeah.
I am an occasional enjoyer of the odd and end pornography.
The odd and end pornography. So you just like to dip a toe into the
every once in a while
to the taint of the odd and end. And that's one of the odds and ends is toes and taints.
Toes and taints.
Yeah.
Toes and Taints 10 was one of the best ones, alliteration aside. Did you see the first 9 Toes and Taints? Quality stuff. Kind of dropped off around the 4th one.
I was about to say, somewhere around where like they were getting guest stars and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Mary Tyler Moore shows up and did that song, and it was too much. It was like they were reaching. And they never used to have to reach. I mean, they reached around. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she came out and played the rusty trombone.
The lowest
with
hanging
Carol
fruit
Burnett
that there could possibly be for those jokes. Anyway, so here's a little town that was above the area
little
that I went
fishing
into.
village.
Yeah.
Why do they need, if they're dead, why do they need to fish?
Well, see, here's the thing. Oh, you mean the people that live here?
Yeah, why so many fish?
Well, because
they don't need to eat fish for
you
sustenance.
don't know that. Like, the afterlife is a strange place, and there's many different versions of it. Maybe these people still have to, like... It's not so much they do it for sustenance, but maybe there's just fucking nothing to do. Like, eventually, you would admit fishing because you're bored.
Well, all the
like,
fish...
how do you think golf came to be?
I guess all the fish look dead.
That guy looks dead.
That guy looks dead as shit.
He says, no eyes for the blessed, no nostrils for the sweet.
All right.
He didn't look like he had eyes, but he clearly had nostrils.
Clearly did. He could probably smell all the sweet, sweet dead fish.
Dead bodies just all over the place.
I mean, I like the idea of, like, a layer of the afterlife or a purgatory kind of town to be a dank fishing village.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of an appealing aesthetic to me when you tie those things together.
It's like Far Harbor.
Yeah. I loved Far Harbor. That's one of my favorite Fallout DLCs.
Far Harbor is probably the best of the Fallout 4 DLCs, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because the only other one that I really, really enjoyed was just the one that just gave you more building upgrades.
Yeah,
that was the third one,
Wasteland
right?
Workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm interested to play 76. Playing that back-to-back with No Man's Sky. I think it's an interesting thing where it's like I would have never bought or touched either of these games 2-3 years ago.
Right.
Like I just would not have.
Yeah, because they were incomplete.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't full products.
They were not things.
But I just bought. I bought No Man's Sky for 50% off today. So I spent $30 on it.
Yeah.
And that comes with every single update that the game has had since launch, including their new Prisms update that just came out last week. And that was like all graphical enhancements and stuff. That probably is what made that moon planet we landed on look so fucking cool.
Beautiful planet.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
If there
wouldn't want to live there.
If there had been an atmosphere, great place for a base.
Oh yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe, I think once you build that house, like it has that blue force field, I think I probably would have been safe inside the house.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But then that would really make like a Subnautica type thing, where I would have, like, I would only be safe in one area, and then I'd have to just, like, scurry out, and then scurry back in, and scurry out. And that's why we left fucking Camp Smegma in the first place.
We can't ever go back to Camp Smegma.
We can't go back to Camp Smegma. Look, a
can
doggy.
Can you pet the dog?
Of course you can
Yes!
pet the dog. Shh! Ben is sleeping.
I am sorry. I'm very excited about petting the dog.
I understand that. But it's not that exciting. It's just a video game.
I mean...
Oh, look here. Now we've got a wrist. Now we've got a wrist
Oh,
blade.
no, a wrist rocket.
Yeah.
Cool. Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
is.
fucking badass. Did you get ammo with it too?
I've been picking up some ammo,
Okay.
but yeah, I do have ammo. I've got 16 bolts. You can see down there in the
nice,
corner.
okay.
But I don't want to waste them on, smashing bodies.
Of course. That's what your cudgel's for.
It's my staff.
It's a cudgel.
It's a staff.
That's
A cudgel has like a little hooky thing on the end of it.
Looks very cudgely to me. Cudgel is like a general term for a club.
Like a rave or
No. No.
like a bar.
No. Like a caveman ooga booga club.
And you see this right here? This is bad design. It's bad design to introduce a lever before you introduce the door that it opens.
Ooh.
Even though the lever was buried behind those crates, it still should be common sense that players are going to want to smash the crates. I'm pretty sure it's this door. That's what that lever opened.
Okay.
But still. It's one of my few complaints of this game so far.
Okay. Yeah.
But you should always introduce the locked door first. And if players weren't just going around smashing everything, they would have found this locked door first. But, what dumbass is playing like that?
Speedrunners.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Speedrunners don't play early access games. I'm sure they do.
I mean, I'm sure they do.
It's got to be a much smaller community.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that when they are...
See, that's the thing about speedrunning is you have to fucking practice. I was like,
That's
I don't know if I could play a game that much, that way, that many times, just for the sake of seeking some glory.
I think I might try to do... And it won't be like a real speed run, because I'm just not going to do that. But I do kind of want to see how fast I can beat Resident Evil Village.
Sure.
Because now that I've beaten it on Village of Shadows, I've beat it on normal, hard, and hardest.
Oh, wow. Good.
So I was thinking
Congrats.
about putting it on easy.
Yeah.
And then, because I also just unlocked the rocket-powered pistol, it says. I haven't used that yet, so I don't know what it does. I assume it's a pistol that shoots rockets. It
makes you really good at skateboarding.
I don't know. Maybe it's like raccoon-shaped. But I just want to go through the game on easy mode.
It's kind of gross.
Using all of my infinite ammo and my rocket-powered pistol and my grenade launcher, and just kind of see how fast I can just blast through everything, just for fun.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it sounds like fun.
So anyway, look here. We did all of that, and now we're back in the Lice Slough.
The Slough.
We're back where we were a minute ago. It Dark Souls me.
Yeah, it sure did.
Opened the door, and I went down a bunch of little tunnels and passageways, and
you
I
made
ended
a
up
big fucking
back
circle.
where I was. Yeah.
But hey, now you can easily get back and forth between those two areas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Sure is.
And I'll be taking this explosive.
It's fun for the
here's
whole
my test. I
family.
wanted to make sure. I wanted to see if I could blow up these metal crates with the explosive.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It seemed like a thing that could happen.
Yeah,
it didn't.
it's
though.
feasible. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So take a note, devs. That's something we should add in too. But then there's a thing later where if you blow up a metal crate, then you wouldn't be able to proceed. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that.
So why don't you put the thing in front of the thing there?
Which thing?
The big cracked beams that we just passed. Why don't you put the explosive barrel on the big cracked beams?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I assumed that the way those beams were cracked was indicative of you're just not going to go this way.
No, it looks like you can easily destroy them, just not by cudgeling them.
Huh.
Did you not?
I didn't go back. No.
No.
I'm interested to know what would be behind that door, though.
Sure, yeah.
I can assuredly tell you it's not needed to proceed. At least not at this moment.
Oh, okay. There's probably some really cool shit back there.
Well, maybe, but
I think there's some cool shit back there.
Fuck off. I'm gonna smash these bodies.
Yeah. Take out your frustrations on the dead.
On the poor.
The dead that are in the land of the dead and somehow more dead than you, who's up and moving around. Why are their bodies in a place where everyone's dead?
Maybe they're not dead. Maybe I'm the only one who's dead. Just because the ferryman brought me here doesn't mean that everyone here is dead.
Oh,
maybe,
thanks, bartender.
Maybe the ferryman just took pity on me, and he was just like, you know what? I'm not going to take you to hell. I'm just going to take you to this town that's full of a bunch of really fucking depressed people.
I mean, no wonder they're fucking depressed. Everybody's fucking dead in the goddamn streets. I'd be fucking depressed too. You trying to steal? You smashing this man's booze? That's his livelihood.
Well, I was trying to steal it, but it wouldn't let me. So, you know.
So what's the next best thing?
Yeah, what else was I supposed to do?
How else am I supposed to fuck up his day? You're a bad person.
I was just doing my best.
Your best to be your worst.
That was an explosive crate.
It sure was. It was red.
It was.
Often
yeah.
indicative of an explosive crate.
It's amazing how much we're learning about colors.
Yeah. But not about architecture.
I think
What do you think?
that those doors are never going to open.
Never ever.
No, it was just built that way.
Oh sure. Who builds a door who doesn't open?
Well, the level designer.
Oh sure.
They do it all the time.
All the time.
Like otherwise, you would be able to get into every building in every
fucking
game.
door.
And while I would really like that, oh look, another circle.
I'm sure the devs would fucking hate doing all that.
Look here, we came back here.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Must smash corpse.
Yeah, smash all the stuff.
All right.
See, I like how there is like a variety of areas in this.
Oh sure, yeah.
Like you can very much tell where you are, just kind of how the ambiance is.
It looks like we're moving beyond the fishing village, which is good because that whole scene was fucking dragging me down.
They have to live it, okay?
Yeah, I don't. Now I see why everybody's. Oh, there's so many fucking corpses in the street.
They all just killed
They all
themselves.
just fucking killed themselves. Exactly. Shit. The smell, the unbearable fucking stench. Never mind that there's like a threshold that'll carry me away from this place just a few 100 feet away.
I think that was the first time that I actually noticed the crow teleporting in. We want to try out our toy.
Yeah, nice. Oh, it's cool. I like how the body just ragdolled right before.
Yeah, he ragdolled in the air.
That's awesome.
Look how much the zoom is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
zoom. Gotcha. Gotcha. Boink.
All right, and there's no like annoying fucking arc physics.
No, it's a
It's straight up
what do you call it?
hit scan.
No, it's not hit scan. It's the opposite of that. Hit scan is the ones where like they'll follow you.
Oh,
This is the other one.
the other one.
Yeah.
That I can't fucking think of right now.
God, Eric, aren't you a games designer? Don't you work in video games?
No.
Figure this shit out. Oh, no, wait.
I've never made a video game in my entire life.
Oh, wait, no, this is stuff I should know.
And you do.
Yes.
Good.
Let's move on.
Good for you.
I do know it. I just don't feel the need to say it. No sense rubbing in your smartness.
I said it for you. There's no need to reinforce it, which is what you did.
They all walk like Quasimodo.
Yeah. Igor.
See, this part made me really nervous because there's this long bridge, and then the key at the end of the long bridge. And I was sure that I was gonna turn around and there's gonna be a bunch of dudes right here.
I would have been nervous as fuck to pick up that key, to be honest.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, y'all are just gonna let me do that? Okay. So yeah, I would definitely add like an ambush in right there.
Something just. Oh shit.
That was the crow again.
Okay.
So now I've got an electric power.
Nice.
We're getting real Bioshocky up in here.
Nice. Oh wow, it is really Bioshocky.
But yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
You can electrocute the water.
I didn't think about it before, but yeah, it's totally. Are you shocking yourself by standing in that water?
A little, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Genius.
I had to test it out.
Here's that fucking ambush you wanted.
Yeah.
But
But it didn't happen on the bridge.
It didn't happen on the bridge.
Like, wouldn't it be
way
way like scarier if that was happening before I got the electric power?
Yeah,
and
there's nowhere to back up to.
Yeah, like
except,
this should happen before you get the electric power.
Yeah.
You're backing up onto the bridge, and then afterwards you get it as like a relief thing, and then you can maybe do it to like just the dudes in the water, just to
I agree, that would have been way better.
But you know, like I said, just a game design.
Yeah.
I really love how you can smash everything. I don't know if I brought that up before.
You sure did. I mean, and you are smashing. So.
Yeah, the gameplay is indicative of how much fun that it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's very depressing when you come across stuff that you can't smash, just because you're so used to smashing things. It's like how the Hulk feels when he like comes up against a tank or something.
Oh, I imagine that's so fucking satisfying. Did you ever play that,
Incredible Hulk for the Xbox, Ultimate Destruction?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I did.
It was fun. I liked it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's a shame how few really, really good superhero games that there are.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Spider-Man's the king of video game mountain, like, as far as comic book heroes are concerned.
Yeah, and then, like,
then
Batman right under him.
Yep.
Spider-Man has had more good games.
Consistently good games.
Over, like, separate developers, too. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, the only Batman games that are fun are the Rocksteady ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's... I don't hate the Batman Begins game. Like, it does not... It's so weird now to go back to after being so used to the Arkham games. But
it's clunky as shit.
I really liked the animated Batman computer game. I thought that was really funny.
Oh.
It was just silly. I think you could, like, make your own episodes and stuff.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. It was just like a comic book cartoon maker thing.
I want that.
You can find it. I think you can play it for free on one of the old, like, the DOS sites, the abandonware sites.
Yeah, I want that. I want to do that. That sounds great. Sounds right up my alley.
But yeah, other than Batman and Spider-Man, there haven't been... I guess X-Men...
Yeah, X-Men have had some good games. X-Men Legends, Marvel Ultimate Alliance... X-Men Dimensions. Remember X-Men Dimensions?
I do not remember X-Men.
X-Men Dimensions was their fightery offering, which was really good.
Okay.
Jared and I played the shit out of that game.
And then what about? Did you play the Wolverine game, the Wolverine Origins?
No, I didn't.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
X-Men, they made a game out of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like a R-rated, not R-rated, but it was a bloody, violent Wolverine.
Rated M for mature.
Third-person action slashy claw fighty.
Okay, that sounds enjoyable.
I think it was kind of God of War style.
Okay, yeah, that sounds enjoyable.
It was fun. It was fun.
Wolverine lends itself well to that genre of game.
I think the X-Men overall like provide the best video game opportunities for comic book stuff because they do have like there's such a wide amount of variation in all of their powers and in all of the bad guys' powers.
Yeah.
Because they have like X-Men more than most has a rogues gallery. And that's just because she likes to take a lot of pictures, but also all the villains in the X-Men are really, really good.
They are. I mean, they just are.
Did you get my joke? Said it has a rogues gallery because she likes to take a lot of pictures.
It's funny. I mean, I get
you see,
it.
there's a character in X-Men.
It's not making me laugh out loud.
There's no, Eric, you don't understand. Okay, I'll explain it to you. There's a character in X-Men
her name is Rogue, and she's not known at all to be a photographer.
Yeah, she is. She always carries around her camera and a piece of chalk.
That's how she takes people's powers, by taking their pictures.
No, she takes their powers by touching them.
Okay.
But how do you get people into frame, Eric? You put your hand on their shoulder and then you say, "Hey, move a little bit to the left." See, it's the perfect cover. Every time she's just like, "Hey, come here, Cyclops, let me take your picture real fast." And then she's like, "Here, move over here." And then she shoots him with his own eye laser.
That only works like maybe a handful of times.
Well, yeah, if she wouldn't keep taking pictures of them for her gallery, then no one would know about it. But she's an egomaniac. That's why the Rogues Gallery is so big.
See, this would be a really good story arc if they decided to roll with it. You killed yourself.
Call it Rogues Gallery?
Yeah.
X-Men Rogues Gallery?
X-Men Rogues Gallery. Like, Rogue actually goes rogue. Yeah. It's like a what-if thing. I like it. It's not bad.
That guy's head flew off when I shot him with the crossbow bolt.
You can have, like, J. Jonah Jameson talking to Marie, and she's just like, he's just pictures of the X-Men.
So...
And then she storms out.
You say that out loud, and I know that, like, Spider-Man, the X-Men, like, Spider-Man and the X-Men have always done a lot of stuff together.
Yes.
But it's weird to hear, like, you mentioned J. Jonah Jameson in the same, like, vein as what the X-Men are doing.
Yeah.
Because as much as he hates Spider-Man, how come he's never, like, ragging on the X-Men, like, in his rants? Like, you never hear him talk about the school full of mutants.
Yeah.
Then that sounds like something he would really, really
You never
be
talk about
against.
the giant fucking robot police hunting mutants in the streets.
Yeah.
You know. You never hear about any of that shit.
You know what's interesting is that I think the podcasty version of J. Jonah Jameson that they have on the Spider-Man games nowadays...
Done by Bryan Cranston.
Done by Bryan Cranston. It might be one of the best versions because
I agree.
Because it very much just seems like something he would do. Like, if J. Jonah Jameson was around now, like, it wouldn't be the stupid neighborhood or the newspaper thing.
Because media evolves, and J. Jonah Jameson, being as savvy as he is, knows that.
Yeah.
So he would have to get out of newspapers and into podcasts. It does. It makes a fuck ton of sense. And it's brilliant, really.
In a really creepy way, too, because you know it would be like one of those, like it is, a very, like, almost conservative to a creepy extent.
Oh, sure.
Podcast.
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh-esque.
Yeah.
Rest in piss.
I doubt that J. Jonah Jameson does that many painkillers or harasses that many interns.
Oof.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what J. Jonah Jameson gets up to in his downtime, but he's never been portrayed as that type of a character.
Yeah.
Oh, look here, a little nice place where I can jump down.
Oh, nice. I wonder what's down there.
It's nice that they thought, oh no, they didn't.
Oh, you can't. You are dead.
See, that shit pisses me off. That really looked like a place I could jump down.
Yeah, it really does.
But
it's very inviting. You are right.
The beauty of the save system, though, is that, like, it does just take me back to where I was eventually going anyway, and so I don't lose anything, and I can just keep up the momentum. Yeah. I like that. I don't like games that punish you too much for dying, even though, as previously established, I play a lot of them.
It's funny because you love the souls.
Yes, but all of those times, a lot of times in some games, like, when you die, it feels like it doesn't feel like it was your fault that you died, and that's what Dark Souls does really, really well, is every time you die in Dark Souls, it's very clearly your fault. Mm-hmm. Where a lot of other games, it makes you feel like sometimes it's the game's fault, or it's just like, oh, fuck you, if I had just had one,
Yeah.
Like, there was a...
The ifs. You get a case of the ifs.
Yeah, I recently, like I said, I beat the Resident Evil Village, and the last couple of boss fights through that game on the hardest difficulty were painfully hard. Like, just to the point to where I couldn't take more than, like, 2 or 3 hits, period, without dying.
Oh, wow.
And especially in the last boss fight, it was just, like, one hit brought me to almost dead, and then a second hit would kill me every time. And eventually I had to find, like, alright, if I'm only going to use this weapon and this weapon, I can sell everything else and just stock up on health potions, and maybe we'll survive long enough to make it to the end.
Oh, well done.
I like explodies.
Yeah. Especially when they're not right up in your face, eh?
Is that supposed to be some sort of joke? Some sort of funny about how I could...
About how you like blowing shit up in your face? Yes.
I like blowing stuff up in my face?
In your face. Big, messy explosions.
Well, maybe I'll just take one of these explosive barrels.
Yeah. After watching Toes and Taints Anthology.
Available now on Netflix HD. Oh no, that's not my attack button.
It's not it at all.
Shit.
Ouch.
Yeah, those guys hit hard.
They do. Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh shit.
These guys could really do with, like, a little bit of a damage nerf, I think. They do hit incredibly hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think you are supposed to only attack them from far away.
Oh yeah, I noticed you murked the other one before. They didn't take too kindly to that.
Murked?
Yeah, murked. Clipped. Destroyed from a distance. Sniped. 360 no-scoped.
Is that a military term?
No, that's a Call of Duty term.
Well, what's the difference?
In what? Oh, right, seriously.
So, Eric,
Yeah.
how do you like your Far Cry? Do you like it political or non-political?
See, here's the thing: the political, the people who are the video games and comic books and etc. forms of media should not be political. It's like, okay, so no politics in any fictional universe. Your universe is going to be awfully fucking boring. Yes, there are going to be parallels to the real world. Just get over that shit. And yes, there's going to be artists out there who feel that representation matters because it fucking does. Get over that shit too. That's another thing that really bothers me. It's just like, how come all the characters aren't white anymore? They're not white dudes. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Just shut up. There are other people in the world.
But Eric, let me ask you this though, and
and gay ones too, since it's Pride Month.
I just want to be clear here.
Yeah.
Why can't everyone be white?
Don't you fucking start with me, Christopher. Don't you fucking start.
Why can't every comic book be made specifically for white people? What's wrong with that?
Because there are people in the world who enjoy comic books who aren't white, and they want to see some kind of facet of their culture or identity reflected in the media they enjoy. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why shouldn't, like, a Puerto Rican kid or a black kid grow up with somebody who, you know, looks and comes from the same background as they do? You know, why should white kids only have that fucking privilege?
But what about movies?
It's the same argument applies.
But if we let people that aren't white into comic books, can we keep them out of movies?
No.
Okay. How about this? We let just black people and just gays into comics, and we let Asians and Hispanics into movie theaters. I mean, on movie screens. I'm sorry. We would never let them in the theaters.
How about we just allow everyone everywhere, and be happy with you know, what we have?
Well, that sure seems like the easiest method.
It certainly does.
But would it make everyone furious? Because we're trying
Only
to get...
about half of them.
We're trying to get reelected here. And I really need some people to be either scared or angry if that's going to work.
Oh, man. One half one way, one half the other?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Perfect.
I'm all for a little half and half.
You want to watch Toes and Taints later?
It absolutely fucking infuriates me. Whenever a company like Ubisoft or EA,
oh yeah,
whenever they're just like or Ubisoft again.
At some point, it is pandering.
You can't. Okay, here's the thing: is that it is perfect if you don't want to take a stand, if you're scared that it will hurt your sales for you to take a stand and say that so-and-so is political, so-and-so isn't political, that is your business. But what you cannot do is at the very same time mine that subject for its themes and for its property and sell it to people. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to make a game and base the nation off of a country that has a dictator and make the entire game about how this dictator is a shitty person, that's fine, but you have to say, this is shitty. You have to make that stance, because just like sitting in the middle helps fucking nobody, and it just makes you greedy for using that situation to your own advantage while also being too scared to go so far as to say it's bad because you don't want to hurt the sales in the countries where people go for that sort of thing. And it fucking makes me so goddamn angry. And it happened every time an Assassin's Creed game comes out. It happens in like the last 3 Far Cry games. Every time fucking Call of Duty comes out and is just like, oh hey, we're making this game about the Cold War. Hope you don't care if we ignore the war crimes. And it's just like, don't use it if you're scared of it. Just come up with another idea. Just do anything else. Honestly. Or do that, but have the balls to say like what your stance is. And it's just, it makes me so mad.
That was quite a rant.
But yeah, anyway, I don't think gays should be allowed in movie theaters.
Stop it! Fucking stop it, Christopher.
It's because of their responses. They just laugh too much.
No. They're
And-
so,
and
they're
I-
so
I
pedantic and they just
specifically-
fucking
I
pick the movie
specifically
apart.
mean I just don't want Mike Sanders to be allowed in movie theaters.
Mike Sanders is one of my favorite people to watch movies with.
I know. That's the beauty of that joke. Is like he's the most respectful person in a theater.
But yeah,
Except for that time that we went to see Silent Hill and he wouldn't stop smoking cigarettes in the corner. That was rude. And if I hadn't been doing it too, I'd have been offended. Nobody was there. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No one was going to go see fucking Silent Hill in Savannah, Georgia.
what day of the week was it? It was probably
It was,
during
it
the
was like
summer.
it was like a Tuesday.
Yeah,
No,
nobody's gonna
it wasn't during the summer. It was during a school day. We skipped. We left at like noon. Sometime in high school, I don't
You
know.
want to go watch Silent Hill and smoke cigarettes
Yeah,
in the fucking corner of the theater?
yeah.
That's a very that's a very high school thing to have happened. Still solving puzzles, eh?
Yeah.
That one didn't. That one looked kind of solved, and then it
Well,
decided not.
it's because I still need a
More weight?
I need one of the iron boxes.
Oh, sure.
That's why the iron boxes can't be destroyed. You see,
Yeah.
it's because we need them for blocks.
Yeah.
You remember stacking crates on push buttons?
Oh yeah.
It's a mechanic that's been here since ages past.
I've played games.
And at this point, I'm just like running past all the enemies to figure out what I can do.
There you go.
I got a key.
That's pro strats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speed running.
Yeah.
So, like we
exactly.
said earlier.
That's what you're doing. Speed run.
Speed run any percent all boxes.
No glitch, so you can't like find a weak spot in the wall and fucking go through it.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, that's right.
Thought maybe something would happen there, but it didn't.
No.
You shouldn't put large amounts of explosives next to each other like that unless,
Unless
something
there's something
really
behind that
cool is
fucking
going to
wall.
happen.
Yeah. It's the waterfall theory. You know, can't put a fucking waterfall in a game.
Well, the thing is, if you put something behind every waterfall, though, then it starts to make any particular waterfall less special, right?
I mean, I suppose we should make them fewer and farther in between.
I just feel like coming across a waterfall in and of itself sometimes is surprising.
Yeah, honestly,
I've got the
naturally
box.
occurring ones. Yeah,
I've got the box. It's all uphill from here. Oh, not really. I gotta go this way first.
Yeah.
Then it's uphill. See?
I want to see Niagara Falls. I just want to see any falls. I want to go to a waterfall.
You've never seen any falls?
I mean, I've seen some falls, but I'd like to go back. You know, it's just like it's my favorite naturally occurring phenomenon. You know, I like
I like
waterfalls.
rain.
I like rain. I like waterfalls.
Snow is a cool phenomena.
Snow's great.
Not a huge fan of hail. I like the idea of it. I just don't like what it does to things.
Yeah, it's very destructive.
Yeah.
It sure is. Hurts like hell. Yeah. Hurts like hail. Huh. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Are you eating your beard?
I'm chewing off my split ends. This is what I do when I'm like idle and not really sitting around doing anything. I kind of just detect split ends and chew them off and spit them out. It's weird.
Number one, gross.
Yeah.
Number two, doesn't that just make the ends more split?
I
I can't imagine your teeth are the sharpest cutting devices you have.
No. I mean, it makes me feel better. I don't know. It's kind of like popping a sheet of bubble wrap or something. It's kind of just satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do when you don't have a beard anymore?
Oh, I'm always going to have a beard. Grave before shave, baby. Graven before shaving, baby. You fucking welcome. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say to that.
Yeah. I win.
I like the little...
I won the Let's Play, Chris. I didn't even play.
Fucking giant lizard monsters.
Those guys remind me of shit.
They remind me of the Turok 2 enemies. The green dinosaurs from Turok 2.
Yeah.
I think they were called Raptors.
They kind of remind me of fucking what is it? Sloughs
My Turok 2 strategy guide isn't coming in until fucking Tuesday. Damn it.
from Oddworld. The fucking the things with no eyes and the fucking jaws and shit.
Did you play the new Oddworld?
New and tasty.
No, the new one. The one that just came out.
The one just came out.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like a month ago.
Wow, I didn't know. What's it called?
Oddworld.
No shit.
Abe's Exodus?
That's an old one.
Abe's Introduce? I don't know.
That's not a word.
Neither is Oddworld.
Oddworld is
It's
a compound word.
combination of two words,
Yeah.
but it's not a word. I don't know what it's called. It's out. It's new.
All right.
I'll
Google
it.
it.
It may or may not be tasty.
Okay, I'll Google it.
I don't know how
I'm
much.
sure it is tasty. I like Oddworld games. I think they're really good.
I've heard some mixed things about this one, but oh look, I've got a sword now.
Oh, fucking sweet. That's a fucking awesome Conan-looking sword.
Yeah,
That's a badass sword.
and when you slash people, it gets bloody.
Nice. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, like,
That's
what's
nice.
that?
That's nice.
Makes you a lot stronger.
Yeah, it's much better than a cudgel.
You can just mow through dudes. Like, wow.
Oddworld Soulstorm?
Soulstorm, that's the one.
No, I haven't played this.
New and tasty.
Yeah. It came out this year, in April. Wow, holy
That's
shit.
what I said.
All right, fucking shit. God damn it.
God.
You know.
You don't believe me, but you believe the Google.
Oh, I had to know the name of it, Chris. I had
I told
to know
you the name of it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I said it was new and
You said it
tasty.
was Oddworld.
And was it not?
It was Oddworld Soulstorm. Of course, it's gonna have Oddworld in it.
And he wipes the blood off the sword
That's awesome.
after, like, you don't kill
So
anybody
fucking
for a
cool.
minute. Yeah, so
Yeah, this game is cool.
I like it a lot. It's
Yeah.
it's not as exciting to watch, but it is fun to play.
It hits that nostalgia nerve, but it's still.
It's still new enough.
It's still new and
See,
tasty.
it's like, bleh,
Yeah.
fuck that blood. Get
New
that shit
and
out of here.
tasty. Yeah. That's right. Fuck you, I'm still winning this Let's Play.
Are you?
I think so.
Look at that guy. Look, I think he's winning.
I think
look at
so.
that guy.
It's-
He's like, "Do-do-do-do."
It's fucking crunch time.
Oh, and his head fell off. All right. Now, jump,
Yeah, do it.
jump.
Do it. Don't be a
Do
fucking
it.
pussy.
Do it. Do it. Ah!
There you go.
We did it. Yeah.
See, now, this is how they differentiate it, because you can jump down here. There's shit to grab.
Yeah.
There was no shit before.
Yeah, it's fair. And also, that lighthouse right there is where I'm supposed to go inside of.
Okay.
So it was like very clearly showing me, hey, this is where you go next.
Okay.
But
yeah.
see, I didn't get that
Sure.
because I'm stupid.
I mean,
So
Sometimes.
So I'm just gonna like
we
wander around aimlessly for a moment here.
We all roll ones. Which is
some sort of
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Motivational, don't feel bad about being shitty.
You're gonna sew that, like crochet it
crochet
onto a nice little thing and hang it up in the bathroom.
You know, funnily enough, my wife was just talking about crochet.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about, like, fucking Bible verses, and we were talking about the ones with the she lusted after the ones with the donkey dicks and
What?
big emissions and,
What?
and things. It's
What Bible verse is this?
I'm gonna have to Google that right now. Yeah, the Google
Bible verse with donkey dicks.
Bible dicks.
Bible dicks.
Bible dicks.
Don't
with
Google
donkey.
don't
donkey verse.
Don't Google Bible
Into
dicks.
the donkey verse with Bible dick. Bible dick. Now that's a name. All right, learn your scripture with Bible dick.
It's important when you're trying to like remember things. Like you do have to like drill them into your head. So you know.
Okay, yeah, there she lusted after her lovers whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses.
Good lord.
So you long for the lewdness of your youth, when in Egypt your bosom was caressed, and your young breast fondled, which is redundant. Ezekiel 23:20.
I'm worried about how young the breast was.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Back in those days, their age of consent was whatever the parents decided it was.
And their lax bestiality laws. It's very concerning.
I hate the idea of like lax bestiality laws. Like they know enough to know they should make some laws.
Let's not go overboard here.
Let's not get carried away. I want to make sure everyone can still have their fun.
It's like you just know a senator's son fucks goats.
Which senator's son?
Just pick one. Doesn't fucking matter.
It does to the goat.
Only the finest bloodlines.
See, now I figured it out. I think.
Yeah.
I think this is when I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. You have to go down here to this place that very clearly looks like you're supposed to crawl into.
Okay.
I guess.
Sure.
It's better than like having to find the one like hidden wall door.
Yeah, the one brick.
The one, yeah. And then just it is like an exit button, and you're like, oh, fuck y'all.
You fucking assholes.
Now use my fire to light the lighthouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, we've done a thing.
Nice. Now, what's this gonna summon?
Alright, so what this does is this calls all of the undead people out of the town. The tax collector asked me to light this lighthouse so it will distract all the zombies in the town so that we can, like...
Collect taxes again.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
It's not the best thing in the world, but, you know.
But, I mean, it's beneficial to everybody. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
tax collector gets taxes. The locals stop getting, harassed by fucking zombies.
So now I have to like run away from the lighthouse while all of the zombies are like being drawn to it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Which is a cool little rush.
Like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's. I mean, as you can see, it's fairly easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more just like a fun excuse to use your new sword.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't really need to bother them if you don't want to.
I'm into it. You get options.
And then we're free.
Nice. Well done.
And now I have to go report back to the tax collector and let him know that all is well.
Collect your monetary reward. There is a monetary reward, right?
He's a tax collector, not a tax giver.
He looks scummy.
But yeah, he does give you a little bit of money.
Okay, good.
I'm not in the business of giving out gold, but I admit you've earned it.
Oh, thanks, tax collector.
Yeah. So now I have to go find the clotted avenues.
That sounds fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Well, we've already been in the Lice Slough.
Oh, sloth.
And the Sunken Lighthouse. Which is where we just were.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't look very sunken.
And I can't upgrade my
sundered.
tools until I have the library unlocked.
Oh, shit.
And that's like it all kind of ties together because the library is like the biggest part of this town. And then also I need to get to the library so that I can do like research to figure out about myself and learn the lore of why I'm still alive and why my daughter is dead, that type of thing.
Oh, sure. How do you know she wasn't in one of the fucking piles of corpses you've been just desiccating on any given corner?
I don't think she was.
How sure are you?
Sure enough, keep moving.
Okay, fair enough.
So anyway, you remember that long hallway where there was the loading screen and then a locked door?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're going next.
Okay.
So it all coming together.
All right. Yeah, we're back in the slough.
Back in the Sloughs.
Slough.
But now that I unlocked that door, it was a lot easier to get down here.
Yes, it sure was.
And also, I'm a lot stronger now, and so these guys aren't as scary.
With your fucking big-ass Conan sword.
Fuck all y'all. You think I would just dip this in the water to clean it off, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather ripe it on my hand. Here we go.
There it is.
Now it's open. Now we're in a whole new area.
Nice.
The clotted avenues.
Surprisingly clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be a lot grosser up here.
Yeah, a lot more blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Still trying to light our torches, you know.
I see that, yeah. And the bird just fucking appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, he did that like one room earlier, so it seems like, I don't know if that's like a cross section and there's other areas you can go to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what other powers they're gonna get you.
They'll probably give you one for ice. Probably give you one for, like a gravity thing.
Gravity thing.
Yeah, like in Half-Life. Like a gravity.
Not everything's gonna give you
Like a fucking throw. Like a really good.
like a telekinesis.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be kind of neat, actually.
Yeah.
You could pick up like the barrels and the urns and stuff and throw them at people.
Oh yeah.
I'd be down for
I
that.
think that'd be cool.
Here we go. This looks a little more clotted.
Yeah. I mean, it's gross. But would I call it a clotted avenue? No. I call it like a mossed avenue. But that just doesn't sound that intimidating.
Oh.
What the fuck is...
A fletchet.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a shotgun.
All right.
Now we've got a shotgun.
Nice. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's just fucking...
Shit.
That's like a fucking buckshot crossbow. That's some shit I've never seen before.
Uh-oh.
Slaughterfish.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You better...
Not working well in the water.
That is not having much effect down there.
All right.
There you go. Back on dry land.
Yeah.
Where we are superior.
Back where the pots are.
Oh, shit. Look at that guy.
Oh, he's got a shield.
That's a new guy.
Burned his shield off.
Nice. Wow, that's a cool mechanic. I like that.
And then, yeah.
All right. I like his death animation, too, how he just kind of turns into dust out of his armor.
Yeah, that was kind of neat,
That's
actually.
awesome.
I didn't notice that the first time.
Yeah. All right. They put some heart and soul into this.
Oh, just one skeleton.
I mean, it's enough to impress me.
Well, good. Here's two more.
Seriously, there's more. Oh, you like that guy?
You like that guy? Here's two just standing
here's
there.
Some more.
Here's another one.
Oh,
Here's
shit.
some more.
Oh, shit. They're all going to be that way. Oh, shit. He's blocking the doorway now.
Yep. No.
Oh, shit. Was he throwing fucking javelins at you? Throwing fucking spears at you? Because that's what it looked like. That was pretty cool.
And that was Graven.
I liked it. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a nice little romp.
It's a neat game. I like it, too.
All right. Good job.
I give it a 6 out of 12.
That's a 50.
It's an early access.
I mean...
It's not done yet. It's not a real grade.
I give it an INC for incomplete.
Yeah, exactly. C after class. You get your report back, and it's just a page and a half, and the other 3 pages are just the teacher just wrote question marks and they're blank.
Why did you even submit the blank pages?
I thought she would give up reading halfway through. I thought she would just be like, "Oh, it's really, really good." I'm sure the rest is just as good. I didn't think she turned the page.
No. If it was that good, she's going to be compelled to keep going.
Oh, that was my problem.
Yep.
I wrote it too well. Just like every time.
Bye. See ya.